Hello everyone and welcome to episode 27, I think, of Wasteland 3. I may not know the episode number off the top of my head, but it is certainly expected to be the big finale. As of the last episode, we had reached and then passed the point of no return. In the process, I got what appears to have been the most rare achievement that I've gotten in the game so far. I'd have to double check, but apparently killing Liberty Buchanan is not a popular choice among Steam players, which is maybe cause for concern. I have no regrets about it. My personal inclination would be to lock up the Buchanan kids and then go arrest their father. But since Angela Death seemed to feel like that was untenable, we cut a deal with her and lived up to our end of the arrangement. And now we are going to see how those decisions play out live. I gave a couple just random predictions, not random, but fairly educated predictions on what I think might happen. I'm always worried upon doing that if I'm too close on one of my predictions and people are like, oh, you looked it up. No, this will be completely new to all of us. So yeah, I'm hoping we get a chance to stop by the medic, and if not, then Drienne will continue to be our best medic opportunity. No, go in. Ranger HQ. Oh, here we go. You've made your decision. There's no turning back now. All that remains is to find out who's still with you. And that's the big question, isn't it? With Lucia, having previously said that she would not stand with us, I'm more on edge about that than any other thing.
Thank God you're here. We got ourselves a situation. Some of your recruits have sided with the Patriarch and they're keeping us out of the base. And we need to get into the base. If we're gonna take down Saul, we gotta get you and your truck downtown. Unfortunately, he knows we're coming and he's blocked the city gate. There's another way, but we gotta get to the war room to use it, and these fools are in the way.
Let's see, who turned against us? Who do we think? I'm thinking Greatski, the guy who's sort of in charge of the war room. I don't think anybody in the garage, because if you remember, we did not go with, like, Patriarch flunkies in the garage, as I recall. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Oh, you know what? Some of the people, like the person in the... I'm trying to remember if the person who, like, runs the brig for us came by way of Marshal Daisy. So let's find out who turned against us.
Connie says about half the base. As soon as you radioed in that you were coming for Saul, they revealed themselves to be Patriarch lovers and started shooting anyone who wasn't. We came running to help, but they had the doors covered and we had to back out. On top of that, some of your friends and associates here want to join the other side, so we've been having kind of a standoff out here. You better talk to them and see who's with us, and who ain't.
Let's sort it out.
Thanks. We were about 5 seconds from shooting each other.
Hello to Grumpy. Grumpy, you're here right at the beginning of what we think is going to be the finale. Scotchmo. So Jody, like without access to Lucia, Jody would be the next person that I'd bring aboard. I mean, Quan is already with us, so let's start with him. Quan, you're cool, man, right?
Man, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. You know I'm not Saul's biggest supporter. How can I be, when I've seen how the sausages get made all these years? There's a lot of ugly shit that goes into keeping Colorado strong. On the other hand, I've always been more of a change the system from within kind of guy. And what you folks are proposing is, quite frankly, bananas, and liable to get a substantial portion of Colorado killed. So no, I won't help you with your coup. And if you let me go, I'll probably mosey downtown and line up with the Marshals. So what now?
Really? We just gave him our best armor. Really? Oh my god. I honestly didn't think that he would side with Buchanan. I really honestly did not expect this. We'll arrest you. I don't want to kill Marshal Quan.
Fair enough. Guess that's as good as I could expect.
Bye.
Who's next?
Power armor. He's got the best armor in the game. Hello to both. Wow, Samalander, Ronin, and Mothoth. Mothoth is saying, I just finished watching your VOD killing Liberty Buchanan. Then we're right after that. Like, you've missed basically just us entering base and getting word that shit is going down. Samalander is saying, until done, which might be a reference to Until Dawn, which is also a great game, or Until the Game is Done, which is certainly our goal. And hello to Ronan, who says, I feel like Angel is about to get most of Colorado kills. I'm not feeling great about it. Guys, of all the predictions that I made, I never thought Marshal Quan would turn against us. Hey, Scotchmo, guy who I can't stand, you're still with us. Because Scotchmo is absolutely... Can you imagine if Scotchmo, who doesn't even appear to know where or when he is like, no, I'm 100% with Buchanan.
Of course I am. I left all my squeezins inside. I'm going back in there come hell, high water.
Okay, and Jody, we know this isn't what you signed up for, but you've seen who the Patriarch is now. Will you help us bring him down?
Oh, Rangers. I know Buchanan's a son of a bitch, and I know he's not doing right by the people of Colorado, but I'm here for my mom and dad back home, and that's it. If I thought you'd take care of them in Arizona after Buchanan was gone, I'd hold my nose and join you. But you've been worrying me lately. You just don't seem to be thinking of Arizona and the Rangers first anymore. So, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I gotta go back and help my folks. Sorry. Good luck, and I hope to hear good things.
Wow, we've really threaded the needle of making ourselves very unpopular with both sides. And hello to Blobby Blah, who says that he passed out yesterday before he could see this flaming saw blade. Was it any good? Yeah, it really was. Yeah, not only does it cut them, it also lights them on fire, which I still wasn't expecting after... I thought it would just, like, heat the blades. I didn't expect them to, like, ignite what they hit, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, and she's leaving right now. Bye, Jody.
Right, who's next?
We talked to everybody we wanted to talk to. Wait, no, I want to go into the base, not downtown.
Right. Like I was saying, the Patriarch knows we're coming, and there's no easy way to get your truck to him, as he's blocked the main city gate. Fortunately, I know another way to get the truck downtown, but we'll have to get into the war room to access it, and that's where the Buchanan-loving Rangers are holed up with everything locked down.
What's your way to get the truck downtown?
So while doing my homework on this place, I learned there's a secret tunnel which leads directly from here to an elevator under Market Square, where the Patriarch is planning on making his last stand. Once you're in the war room, all you gotta do is use the computer to open the tunnel and power up the elevators. Then you'll be able to drive your truck right under Old Saul's feet and come up behind him. The system is called the Emergency Evacuation Tunnel, or something like that. Look for it in the computer's menu.
And how do we get into the war room?
You'll have to override the lockdown the troublemakers put in place by accessing the system from the computers in the garage, armory, and brig.
I'd rather have the truck. I'm really not interested in, like, leaving Kodiak behind, especially now that we're 2 party members down.
I wouldn't if I was you. From what I'm hearing, the Patriarch's driving some kind of super tank. You won't stand a chance against him without some cavalry of your own. Your call, of course, but I'm planning on coming with you. So, if only for my sake, bring the truck. Okay,
thank God at least we have one replacement. I guess we're going to bring Scotchmo along with us. Ronan is saying, I'd like to see some of the other endings, but I think that you're on the same route as me. That is, I would have liked to have shown you something new. It's always fun when we get to do something that viewers haven't seen before, but this is, me navigating the game as best I can, and apparently coming out the other side very unpopular. Oh my God. I don't know that it sounds very simple, but why does it feel like this isn't going to be as simple as it sounds?
It only gets simple once you're in the war room. Before that, we gotta fight your former friends. Yeah, I said we. I'm gonna leave my crew out here to make sure the Patriarch doesn't end run us, but I'm coming with you. time to get my hands dirty. Let's get going.
Okay. Select character. What? So, as we can all see, I think I'm clicking on this, but nobody's actually showing. So I'm just going to hit ready. And then maybe talk to Angela Death.
Let's find the Patriarch.
Body snatchers, Rangers! They're stealing our friends and replacing them with jerks! Let's get them!
Oh, I can't wait to listen to this guy all the time. How are you adjusting to life in Colorado?
Huh? Well, I ain't never been. Here it's cold, though. Even colder than here. That's why they call it Colorado. Get it? Colorado? Huh? Still got it.
Scotchmo, are you getting enough to drink?
You trying to be funny? I've been trying to catch that bartender's eye for 10 minutes. Hey, over here!
Hey, Scotchmo, do you want to join the squad?
You bet. That's what I came here for, ain't it?
Hooray. But like Angela...
Let's find the Patriarch.
Was really hoping you'd join in, which is what you said that you were going to do.
Hello again. You may recall that I am the Human Outreach Gift Shop, operating on behalf of the Machine Commune in a bid to improve machine-human relations. Let's trade.
Ronan is saying he doesn't even remember Scotchmo. I want to live in your world. It's my response to that. How did you end up here?
I hear that a lot. I do not yet understand the meaning of the sentence as of yet. I have filed a request with the commune regarding this question. Please return in 36 months, and I may be able to provide you with a better answer. Marvelous.
I'm overselling it a bit. Like, Scotchmo is fine. He's kind of annoying, is the thing. Oh, hey, at least we got our nuclear arms and chests and legs back, even though Marshal Kwan appears to still be wearing them. We did get those back. I don't think I need anything. I might pick up some antidote cures, because we've been cooking through these pretty quickly, right? Yeah, let's buy like 7 of these. Bye. And aside from that, I don't know that I'm gonna do anything else. I don't want to sell any more junk, because we do have a pretty cool crafting material that we can get. Sorry, crafting thing that we can do if we can find like a burned book and a couple other things. Yeah, he doesn't... This guy doesn't sell anything else that we would want. Okay. Well, I guess let's F5 it. Ronan, since you're the only other person that I know has been here, is there, like, some secret to getting Angela Death to join the party, which she specifically said that she was going to do? Oh, we should probably kit up Scotchmo with something. Okay, you know what? Let's just... We're going to sort of cook through this. Let's give him the really good armor. There you go. Bye, Scotchmo. We're going to pretend that you're Marshal Kwan. Now, he's got a hobo shotgun. What are your skill set? Oh, look at this. Okay, so we basically get to choose what his skill set is. Ish. Wow, there's so much waste here. There's so much waste here. Oh my god, and it just occurred to me, Marshal Kwan was our smart guy. He was our hacker guy, and I actually really want that set. So, let's make Scotchmo, of all people, the nerd stuff expert. And before we do that, let me just check to see what books we've got. Oh boy, this is going to get really ugly, isn't it? Okay. What is this? Leadership, melee, barter, automatic weapons, sniper rifles, and armor modding. Oh man, I'm really gonna miss Marshal Kwan, I'll tell you that. So, Scotchmo gets to be our nerd stuff expert. because I really want someone who can do that. He's got the armor, so he can sort of like march up to and like hack the robots, which will be pretty cool. He's got points in melee combat and small arms, which almost couldn't possibly be more pointless for us, given the other skill sets that we have. I think I'm probably gonna drop him into automatic weapons with actually the small. The other thing is that what we've never had is somebody who shoots Uzis, and Uzis benefit from small arms. Let me just see if we've got. Yeah, I saved it before we came in here. I'm relatively sure that we have some pretty good Uzis, not modded Uzis. Yeah, I might just replicate what Marshal Quan used to be able to do. Submachine gun, the Ripper. Well, we'd have him mess around with that. Oh, no, that actually... so submachine guns do, in fact, require automatic weapons. Okay, so, Scotchmo, I think that we're just gonna have you invest in automatic weapons, to be honest. Yep. Yeah, because I don't even know what else I would put into him. If we get a chance to respec Scotchmo, we might do that, because, man, he's got a lot of skill points that don't do nothing for us. Okay, Scotchmo, so let me just be reminded here. Coordination, awareness, and speed. Alright, so let's dump some points into awareness, coordination, speed. Okay, and then this one up here is perception. All right. The only other thing would be intelligence, but I feel like if we dump any points... I do like the fact that Scotchmo starts at 1 point of charisma. Yes, that... Truth in advertising. We'll go with luck. All right. Literally, like so many points, guys. I'm sorry that I keep coming back to that. Let's give him some Animal Whisper so that we can get him an animal companion. And then for perks, what would I like him to have? Well, I'd love him to have Stormer, because that's a super good skill. We use that with Marshal Quan all the time. If you attack a target twice in a row with an assault rifle, the second one is always a critical hit. Sure. So before picking up Reckless, I might want to see what, if anything, we've got in terms of like a really good submachine gun. Then we've got Spray and Pray, which is twice as many SMG. Enemies have 40% less benefit from cover when attacking them with assault rifles. Yes, please. And then this one here is Puncturing Shot. So here's the thing. Well, when I see that it does double damage against targets that are stunned or have damaged armor, it does make me want to pick that up. Then from there, armor +2 is almost pointless for him because it's such a small percentage increase. I do like the idea of con +35, so we'll pick that up. Animal Whisperer. Sure, why not? Whatever animal he gets, we want them to be as good as possible. And then we've got, we can get 2 of these nerd stuff ones. So let's go with robots you hack will now be attacked by other enemies, which was very good when Marshal Quan had it, followed by hacked robots gain +2 AP. Man, Scotchmo is our lead hacker. God help us. All right, so that is us leveling up Scotchmo. And to celebrate, I'm going to make a save game called Leveled Up Scotchmo. Leveled Up Scotchmo. Hello to... I think it's free. It's either Free Israel or Free Israeli, who says finally they released Fallout 3. Too bad this game reminds me of Canada not buying it. So I don't know the second part, but in terms of the, like, calling it Wasteland 3, that is an apt description. Like, when you look at what the original games were. Apparently they've decided to plant some traps around. Oh, look, a cat. Hold on. We wanted Azric to have a cat, right? I think so. Yes. I'm 90% sure, because the cat gives Azric like a hit. It's a critical hit bonus. So, Azric, where's your dog? There. Wait. Which dog is this? Let's pet the dog. Hold on. Because, okay. No, Drienne has a fox, and blah, blah, blah has no one. And Marshal Kwan took their pet with them. Okay, so this is the only pet that is a pet. Sorry, buddy. Okay, but Scotchmo. Hold on, talk to the dog. No, I wanted to bring the dog. Okay, Azric, get the cat. Wait, fucking what? No, come with me. Oh, this is perfect. So, hold on. Before I freak out, we did just save the game. Ronan is saying, I love the thought of Scotchmo hacking while chugging a bottle of scotch. This was a good decision. Bobby Blah is saying, well, with scotch, he sees more cables to tinker with. I want to see if we can get... Wait, I don't know Private McDole, but... Oh, we're just straight into it then. Hey, Austin Peace is on our side. That's good. Hey, man.
I didn't take up arms against the Patriarch for the Dorsals, but I'll do it for you right now.
Okay. We're... Well, hold on. Let me... I think my intent was pretty clear there. My goal was to get Azric a different pet, one that was better suited for his build. We can't actually do that because although there's a cat right there, the cat is non-recruitable, which feels a little bit weird. So we're just going to reload so that at least Azric has the dog. I wanted to see if we'd get to the kennel where we'd be able to like pull out some pets that we've gotten previously, but since I don't know if that's even going to be possible at all. Oh, and I think everybody else leveled up as well. Yeah, okay, sorry. Mia has leveled up. Let's level up Mia's... I'm tempted to do intelligence for the critical chance, but let's take a look at what else we've got. So we Mia can get another point in Animal Whisperer, so we'll take that. And then for Mia's perk, well... I'd really like to have Vengeful Bond. That requires level 7. Mia just got level 6. Let me just see if we have that. Do we still have an animal handling book? We do. Perfect. Read. And now Mia can get the perk that we want her to have. Vengeful Bond. If your animal companion drops 25% con, gain 50% critical hit chance and plus 2 AP. Yeah. Okay. Followed by... Awareness is more hit chance, but mostly for the range damage bonus. Luck, we look at this every time. More penetration, which is, you know, you can never have it too high, but I'm not sure that that's as important. And then intelligence would give her an extra skill point, but more importantly than that, the plus 2% critical chance. I think we're going to go with luck, though. Okay, Azric has leveled up. We're going to give Azric a point of coordination, which is nice because he's going to get an extra skill point out of that. Then for skills, probably weird science. What kind of new... Hold on. What new perk does he get at level 5 of this? Spirit Animal. Hold on. That's actually really good. Okay, let's take Spirit Animal. Because honestly, I don't know what else he would possibly take out of this. So, yeah, spirit animal, I like this because it doubles the bonuses that you get off your spirit animal. Then we've got Drienne. Drienne will just put into luck, I think. No perks for Drienne, so this might be the last skill point that they ever take. I feel like Animal Whisperer is a real easy pick there. And then... Blah-blah-blah. So, I think we want explosives, because not only does this allow blah-blah-blah to do more damage with explosives, but it allows him to disarm a higher tier of bomb, and we've actually run up against that limitation on multiple occasions, so that feels like an easy pick. For Blah-blah-blah's thing, I think the luckier Blah-blah-blah is, the better it is for all of us. Yeah, and that even gives him another point of penetration as well. Okay, and perks. Blast radius. Radius of grenades and other area of effect abilities increased by 40%. I feel like that's the one, yeah? Just taking a quick look through here. Yeah, let's take blast radius. It's just cool. Blah-blah-blah is our heavy demolitions expert. And now everybody's leveled up. Okay, let me just F5 that. So everybody's got their pet, or a pet. Given the fact that we now believe that we're going to be straight into a fight, Drienne will instead go ahead and do some healing. Let's heal Blah-blah-blah. Let's heal Drienne. Alright, so if we want to go to the kennel, we're going to have to fight our way there. Okay. Alright. Let's get Azric posted up someplace. I hope that qualifies. Do we think this tree, is the tree going to be heavy cover for him? Let me get him back behind the tree. I'm hopeful that the tree is heavy cover. Then we'll want Drienne someplace centralized. We're gonna have Blah-blah-blah come over here. Nope. Stay outside the zone. Scotchmo. I guess we're gonna learn what you're good at, but the goal right now is whatever Marshal Quan had been good at. We're gonna hopefully move him into cover on his turn. And then finally, Mia. But before we, like, interact with this specifically, let me just see if we can walk over here. So here's the kennel. Yeah, look, we've got all of our... But we don't have a cat. At all. I mean, we've got Major Tomcat, but, like, a cat is what we don't have. And we can't get the one that's in the yard. So that's super. Now, hold on. We did give Scotchmo some skill points, didn't we? Yeah, Animal Whisper. Okay, let's get Scotchmo an animal. Probably a rabbit. Look, they shot the groundskeeper as well. All right. Well, dog is a higher level, isn't he? Let's grab a dog. Take. Yeah, Ronan's saying, like, fighting fellow rangers. I would prefer not to be having it go down this way. By the way, you know who I have to assume? You know what? I'm going to be really mad if the refugees are not with us. Let me just actually take a look. Because the refugees, yeah, we were maxed out with the refugees. And I thought we were in good with the Desert Rangers, too. So when Jody was like, oh, you haven't been thinking of Rangers first. Like, Jody? What are you talking about? All right, yeah, so I think that we want... Where's Azaric? Azaric is back here. Okay, Mia, you go hit this guy. And then Azaric is going to... Oh, I didn't locate a target yet. All right, well, it's on now. Wait, Azric is in the fight, though, right? Wait, no, Azric, you have to come fight. You can't sit out of it, buddy. Okay, he's in the battle now. And also, by the way, Scotchmo is not in the fight. Dude. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay, let's take this opportunity to equip Scotchmo with weapons. I didn't do that. I'm kind of convinced that we did have an upgraded weapon of some kind for... Is this the one that blinds? Yeah, so this was, what's-his-face's blinding weapon. And didn't I have a nice... What was his... I have some vague memory of Marshal Kwan's regular weapon. It wasn't this one, was it? Well, I mean, I might use this one anyway. Did I seriously not upgrade Marshal Kwan's weapon? That sounds very unlike me. Owned by Scotchmo. Well, Scotchmo can go fish it out of the pawn shop after we're done. What does this shoot? Okay. Let me switch to like a SOCOM rifle. We'll see how this goes. Mothoth was saying, don't you want Scotchmo to have better weapons? Yes, I really should have done that before we jumped in here, but we're going to reload. It's going to cost me a little bit, but now... Oh, Christ, I have to reload this as well. Well, let's see if we can shoot this guy. Or do we want to move and get the Stormer bonus? I'm not even sure that we can since we've taken another action this round. So we'll just do a regular shoot. Okay. Mia's in her best position, which is surrounded by others. And I think that what we're going to do with it is we're going to use Reckless Attack, which I haven't used, but is going to affect everybody around her. Okay, Mia definitely took the brunt of that. I don't know that I'll use that attack again. That was a better strike.
Taking cover! Taking their six!
If only I'd seen Mothoth's... Uh-oh. Okay, I'm pretty sure Azric's down. I'm going to choose to believe that all of the marshals that we're fighting right now are the ones who were anti-refugees. Oh, wait. Oh, Angel of Death is with us. I guess in spirit, anyway. Okay. It's the first round where everybody on our side gets to go. That minigun turret is actually on our side, as is Polly, and we can hear fighting coming from inside the compound as well. Okay. I would love to get... What's-his-face back up, rather. Oh, and we have to be careful not to hit Austin Pease. So, Drienne, let's... Okay, let's just... Here's the thing. If I get Azric back up, I am concerned that he's just going to get killed again on the next attack. So... Yeah, this sucks. All right. Nope, we're only going to hit this guy. I'm just making sure that we're only hitting Private McDowell. Good shooting. We do not have one more of those, but we do have with this energy shotgun. And then I guess we're just gonna stand there for a minute. I guess I'll get really close so that maybe he gets an aim penalty to it. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Ronan is thinking that maybe it was the siding with the refugees was not being Rangers first. Well, then they're correct that I'm not Rangers first. That is a bad badge of honor. Balls, look at these guys. Okay, blah blah blah. You've got like Mondo awesome. Yeah. Look at the blast radius on his grenades now. This isn't going to do a lot of damage, but it's also going to do damage to both of them, which is better than not, I'd say. The only other thing is that, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, if we... Yeah, his odds to hit here are so low that I feel like this is the better option. And then I guess we're just going to save these last 2 points. All right, Scotchmo. Rook appears to actually not be engaged in the combat, so maybe we will find an opportunity to draw him in here. Let's bring Scotchmo up far enough to get that Stormer bonus, and... Really, Scotchmo? That's the best you can do with this weapon? All right, that's better. And I think we're just gonna prepare on your last 2 points. And then there's Mia. Well, Mia really wants to be in the middle of it. Yeah, let's bring Mia here. Get our defense bonus for having dudes next to her. And do some chain sorting. Oh, well, we still got to liquefy one guy. Wait, La Loca, I remember her. I remember the name. Why do they call you? Yeah, she was in Aspen. That's where she's from. She's one of the people that we rescued from Aspen. Wow. Okay, but, hey, weird robot guy, maybe don't attack the lamppost. That's a... I don't know what the lamppost does for us either, but maybe we do have higher priority targets. The robot that we brought with us has a personal vendetta against lampposts. That's great. Oh, hello to Silk! Silk, if you're wondering why we're live instead of Mia, Mia is returning from a trip. I actually checked in with her a little bit earlier today. She is back home right now, but, you know, it was a tiring but a very, very good time. Because of that, she is off stream for today and does expect to pick up with her normal activities tomorrow with her Kyber Shard stream. Well, La Loca, gotta say, I don't regret rescuing you because it enabled you to make the decision that brought you to that moment. I hope it was worth it. And Mia. I feel... Yeah. We're gonna bring Mia up to the, like, just having 2 points left, which is right there, and then she'll save her last 2 points. And I definitely want to get Azric up while the combat is still going, because at least has a chance to not have an injury. Yep, yeah. He did not get an injury from that. Awesome. Thank you, Drienne. And now we're going to use the rest of Drienne's turn, shooting this guy in the face with a shotgun. No! Wait! So what happened there is something exploded. I think it was this stupid fucking light. And then Azric got knocked down. Drienne took a wound, but now Azric actually is wounded. Hit chance -5. Yeah, I can't have that. Okay, that was great. I should have aimed more carefully. Drienne, please use a medical kit on Azric. Injury kit, whatever. And then we're going to heal him up. And then we're going to heal you up. And then... I mean, Scotchmo, can you just, like, eat a snack or something? We should probably have some of this. Applies well fed. Let's have him get well fed on the way into the next combat. And Ronan, by the way, was also saying yikes to Azric when Azric went down. Yeah, Azric got it hard at the start of that combat. They knew where the damage output was going to be, and I should have had him further back. General Vargas. Yeah, everybody else is inside. Now, there are some, like, random diggables and stuff that I would like to find. Diggables and traps. I was hoping for a burned book. If you see me looking for odd craftables, it is specifically for the Patriarch Voodoo doll. If we can find one burned book and one moldy sock on some of these guys, then we'll be able to build whatever that is. Yeah, I would love it if Medical Crate had a lot more than the single med dart, I'll say that. I'm actually not super worried. Okay, so this cat, hold on. Hold on a second. Azric, come over here. We're gonna put your dog away. Store dog. Yes. Okay. Now, talk to the cat. Why? That is frustrating to me. It's like the one cat in the... Well, this is actually the second cat in this episode, but it really feels like we should be able to recruit the cat. Alright, yeah, the chickens, the cyborg chickens are not... Yeah, and these dogs are doing their own thing. Okay, let's go back here. So, yeah, I'm thinking dog for Azric. And with the whole crew, let's disarm some of these and just make sure that the dogs don't get injured. Silk is saying, that's okay, I'm kind of too tired at this point, need to sleep anyways because of work and stuff. Also, Sunday she streams Horizon Zero Dawn, which I haven't finished. And haven't luckily been spoiled yet. I definitely recommend the game, Silk. I will say nothing about it for fear of accidentally giving something away. I had a great time with it. Samalander has also been playing it on his stream, which has been a very fun time. I continue to be struck by how distinctive the NPCs are in that game. They all have a very unique look. It's in BioWare games, you tend to get like the same faces or same hairstyles because they're all drawing from a common library to fill out their stock of quest-giving NPCs. In Horizon Zero Dawn, every single NPC appears to have been handcrafted by someone, and you feel like you can get a sense for who they are just by looking at what they've decided to adorn themselves with. It's a very cool game. So yeah, I think that you'll have a good time with it if you do pick it up and continue to play through. From wherever you had last played. Okay, so we definitely know that there's fighting in here, but we had some friends in the garage, and I expect that the friends in the garage were loyal to us because we recruited them from an altogether other situation that didn't have anything to do with people in the world. All right, hey, Brother Thomas.
Keep up appearances out here so no one knows what you're doing inside.
We'll make it look normal out here. You take care of business in there.
Hey, a moldy sock. Now all we need is one burned book, and we're good. Was that a burned book? I actually didn't pay attention. Let me just see. Crafting. Nope. Yeah, wow, perfect. Okay, so let's find out what we can build out of a Patriarch Voodoo doll, a burned book, and a moldy sock. Pounded by the Patriarch, a novel. I'm not gonna lie, I hoped that we were gonna somehow make a functional voodoo doll that we could use to weaken the Patriarch. I feel like it would have been very silly and stupid, but then again, one of the other things that we once made was a sentient banana. A banana with a human brain that only wanted to be killed. So the idea of a functional voodoo doll, I could at least imagine it happening. Is it worth anything other than just selling it, is my question. Probably be under junk items, right? I don't see it in there. Okay, maybe mission items? No. No. Ah, here it is. He made Colorado call him daddy. Oh, we can actually read it. Okay. With his mighty hammer, Saul caved in the skull of the last Masher sentry, then crouched towards the rusty Cosette hut where it huddled under a thick blanket of snow. A monster army raiding party had been using this old junkyard as a hideout, and the locals had called Saul for a rescue. Mission almost accomplished, there was just the leader left, the savage killer known as Frankenstein. Saul edged open the door and looked into the dark interior. Silhouetted in the red light of an electric heater sat a hulking, shirtless form, one big hand stitching close a wound on its massive shoulder. "Buchanan!" rumbled a deep voice. "Been expecting you." The Masher cut the thread with a Bowie knife and stood. He was huge, nearly 7 feet tall and rippling with muscle, all crisscrossed with scars, and had a face like a granite statue. He was also entirely naked. "Impressive," said Saul, as he sized up the man-beast stitched and sutured manhood. "Looks like they don't call you Frankenstein for nothing." "They say the Patriarch is the biggest man in Colorado," said Frankenstein. "I don't believe it. Show me what you got." I'm not the Patriarch," said Saul, unzipping his fly. "This is the Patriarch." I have to say, I did not immediately pick up on the wordplay of pounded by the Patriarch, but there we go. I feel like that is worth substantially more than $150. All right, let me just look up here. I don't expect to find anything neat in here, and no. When Angela Death said that she was, like, gonna join in, I really firmly believe that she was going to, like, join the party as an active party member. It feels weird to me that she's not. Oh, Silk is taking off. Better save that up for save up for that new TV in order to play it on my PS4 Pro. Anyway, have fun and greet the others from me. Silk, I absolutely will. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're still here, I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Okay. Let's have Azric further back than we had him last time. Yeah, let's have him, like... Oh, wait, is this a bad guy? It's definitely a bad guy. Okay, time out. Azric, let's have you join Bobby. We're gonna have Drienne... like, in here. Oh, sorry, Angela Death is following us. Okay. She's like a companion, like not a party member, but she's sort of like hanging out. We're gonna have Blobby Block come here. Yeah, so Scotchmo, this is your time to be well fed. We're gonna eat some toast. I don't really know what well fed means. Oh, an extra action point. Okay. Bring you over here. Kneel down and get you into combat so we can make use of that extra action point. Okay, me and Azric tag team this guy, and he is goo. So that is a good way to open. Scotchmo has the only other opening here, so let's see if we can do some shooting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this seems like a good... Oh, this person is on our side. Okay. Sure, Scotchmo, you got like 1 billion points of armor right now. That's melee damage, though. Wow.
Taking a shot.
Like, basically everybody in this line down here got damaged armor and a puncturing shot right through the entire set.
Taking their 6.
These former Rangers must be so confused as they get pulled apart by a pack of wild animals and a blue clone of Mia. I mean, it's not like they haven't seen us coming around town, but still, it's a hell of a way to go. All right, and yeah, actually we can get another swing in here. Okay, Azric, you weren't able to do as much as we wanted last turn. Oh, but we can do a precision strike. Oh, hello, Private Bednar. Coming in from behind. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna do a marked target on this guy. I really want to take this guy completely out if we can. And okay. Okay, I actually want to shoot this guy. And I'll tell you why. I really need to switch Azric out of his, Oh, he got the, vapors. I didn't get to see it, but, Azric completely vaporized that person with the neutron projector. It's not the weapon he should be using, but it's very cool nonetheless. And Azric, you just saved that last point. Now, here's the reason why I didn't shoot at, like, the guy that I just marked. Because Drienne has, like, this awesome shotgun. And if Drienne comes right here, I believe that they're going to be able to hit all 3 of these guys. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure that we don't hit any allies, because that does happen sometimes with the NPC allies. But no, these all appear to be our animal compatriots. Okay, 2 kills. I'll take it. And Blah 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 got, like, really hit by that dude who's running along, but I don't know that we're super worried about that. He did also, like, his armor is also damaged, so I'm keeping an eye on that, but... Alright, and Scotchmo, if you can finish off this person... Okay, yeah, Scotchmo, you come up here. I'm gonna try to kill this person for a while. I was sort of expecting the fighting to be limited to, like, a particular zone, like the garage. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. We've got a chance to clean up and rearm. Pulse rifle. I'm just looking to see if it has any other specialty things about it. Not really. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some healing of the crew. No, I don't care about that. All right. Oh, nice. So many antidotes. Yeah, we'll talk with Bobby Cotter in just a minute. We'll see if he's got anything to say. And I have to assume I don't get to recruit this cat. Let's just have Azric have the... We'll make the ask. Nope. I guess all the animals are too weirded out by the situation.
I'm with you no matter what. Colonel Death is one of our own. Colonel Death is one of our own.
The computer flashes text in angry red letters, security compromised. Well, I guess we'll cancel the alert. It returns to its standard informational display. I'm pretty sure that Angela said that we need to clear the computer terminals in the garage, the command center, and the brig, if I remember correctly.
That was a hell of a thing you're doing, Rangers. Yes, sir. Hell of a thing. Well, sure.
Hey, we still got our 12% discount. Hi. This looks like a really good weapon. It doesn't have a level attached to it. I don't know if I want this, because I don't know how it compares to our current weapon, and as far as I know, there's no way to check. And also, I don't know that I'll even be able to equip it, because we don't have access to the Kodiak here, so I'm just going to... I guess we'll sell junk, just because I built the one thing that I wanted to, the Patriarch porn novel. Okay, yeah, let's check the armory. I hope the kid who runs the armory is on our side. We didn't have any beef with that dude as well. Oh, actually, you know what? I want to go to the, this is the infirmary. I'm gonna save it before we go in there, but we might have to back everybody out. Okay, Doctor's still alive.
So everyone is killing each other here. And then what? Move on to the city to keep the murder spree going, right? The Rangers are fucking depraved.
We'd like to be patched up, sir.
That's what you pay me for. Have a seat.
I cannot believe that I have become associated with an organization so unhinged and immoral. Hey, can you give us some free medical care? Yes, of course.
I won't. I never do.
Now before I go though, because we are going through the medic packs pretty liberally here. I think I'm gonna buy some just for the
Everyone
road.
is killing each other here.
Yeah, got it.
And then what? Sure.
Yeah, we can craft some, which is why I haven't hesitated, shied away from using them. But actually, hold on, because we can get an even better price if we take 5 seconds to do that. Okay.
So everyone is killing each other here. Sure.
And well, shit. I mean, I feel like dropping it at least 200 is a fair price. We just got a whole bunch of antidotes. Amount on 25. Yeah. Ultramorphine, no thanks. Now, first aid station, I actually have 0 of these. The thing is, it's very difficult for me to envision a build with this party that makes it worthwhile, so we'll move on. We've got 60 med darts, 25 antidotes, 24 suture kits, nitro spikes I don't care about, and then injury kits. We actually have 26 injury kits because I've always been very cagey about using those. So that's it. Thank you. All right, we're going to put on Drian's stethoscope again. And much to my irritation, we're going to keep checking the cats, but nope. The cats will burble at us, but we cannot recruit them.
I don't want to die like my clones did. Please make it stop.
Hey, Vicky, how you doing?
I hope you scallywags know what you're doing.
Okay, fingers crossed that the people in the armory aren't anti-us. Or all dead. It looks like they're all dead. Boy, the Ranger HQ really turned out to be a very nice cat haven. Ammo box, yeah. Security compromise, cancel the alert. Okay, Azric's gonna let us into the back room back behind the armory, and where we find some Spectrum Assault legs. Nothing bad. Man, I can't believe Jody turned on us. When we lost Lucia, I was like, man, that is disappointing, but, Jody, we could go back and get her. Yeah, that is actually boarded up. We can't get that.
You want me to make another clone?
Sure.
You already have a clone, and I don't have any more goo.
Okay.
Thanks, Rangers.
Hello to Debauchery. Debauchery, I hope you've had a nice Sunday so far. We are currently trying to pacify the Ranger HQ. Turns out people didn't like the way that things were going when we decided to go against the Patriarch. I feel like I definitely know who Inspector Delgado is and is not immediately coming to mind. Was he the guy that let you respec your characters? I'm pretty sure he was. Okay. Azaric, let's get you behind some nice cover. Drienne, we'll have you sort of up in front. Scotchmo, we'll bring you over here. You kneel down. Blobby Blah, I'm gonna have you come here, because Blobby Blah gets a nice accuracy bonus when he's behind light cover. And yeah, Mia, I feel like this guy right here is our top story, so we're gonna go hit him. Oh, Azric did not have a chance to shoot. I did it too late. Okay, Azaric. Let's... Oh, this is such a great rocket opportunity. I really should have equipped Blobbity Blah's rockets. Yeah. All right. So what we'll do instead is let's mark a target for... I think Inspector Delgado is probably one of the more dangerous guys around. These guys do have a lot of armor, though. This guy's got more hit points. So we're going to target that guy. And let's show these rogue desert rangers, or like martial enforcers, what we think of them. Go ahead and shoot him in the head. Yeah, that's what I think you're a leader. We will save Azric's last point. Scotchmo. Now, on what planet is this very thick body-sized pillar? Why does this not count as high cover? I bet that it does. Let's see if we can blind some guys. Blinded. 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 All right. He didn't do very much damage, but we didn't ask him to. And he did exactly what we did ask him to. Okay, Mia, come here. Yeah. I don't think we're going to do reckless attack anymore. That really did not work out well. Okay. Just a splash of red paint. This guy is now stunned, so I don't care very much about him. Let's have Mia come up here. And really, Ananda? Seriously? So this is the Mannerite guy from the Bazaar. He's the guy who's like, he sells you clothing. Okay. I mean, you picked your side, man. Private Smith? Yeah, sure. Mia, come say hello to Private Smith for me.
Moving to flank.
Debauchery thought it was Gretzky for party management. Gracie certainly told you stories. Did he also let you respec? Maybe that is it. A 100% chance that we're gonna have to kill Gretzky, though. Like, that's not even in question to me. Gretzky not only seems to believe in all of the Patriarch's hype, he seems to have been like his primary biographer. Okay. Yeah, Mia, come chainsword Private Smith. All right, let's regroup. We're gonna do some looting. Wow! Was this... Who had all this stuff on him? I wonder if that was Ananda. But Ananda didn't sell ammo that I remember. Ananda only sold, like, clothing. Like, if you wanted your party members to be dressed in, like, a dinner robe or something, he's the guy that you'd go talk to.
Can't believe it came to this. Colonel Death is one of our own. Colonel Death is one of our own.
Gas heater, lots of cats. I am saving the war room for last. Also, oh, look, we couldn't go in there. I think we have to go to the brig anyway to unlock the security controls. The food on these tables is cold and partially eaten, but not rotten. It's clear someone recently fled mid-meal. This feels like a bad ending. Like, I know that things were getting kind of tense around the old Ranger HQ, but Okay, and hold on. The lady in the museum, because I think that this is where the museum is. I'm pretty sure. Like, she's gonna be on our side, because she was very anti Saul Buchanan. Or dead. Bellamy Awards, Greenhouse Spires. Yep, the Garden of the Gods. Prasad Memorial. There's Nellius Dorsey. Oh, there she is. And hey, Masato. Okay, I can't actually hear him. He wants a peaceful solution.
Only the best ingredients for my rangers. It's hard to bring Colorado together with a stomach full of bitter rations.
Debauchery saying kinda sucks that I now know all my friends will turn on me by choosing to screw over the Patriarch, but it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. Well, Debauchery, according to Ronan made a similar choice, but seemed surprised that Marshal Quan turned on me. So there might be other choices you can make that make this less negative. Okay. I actually, believe it or not, I think I am going to buy some food. Maybe not the clown burgers. I know that that's one of Blobby-Blah's favorites, but why are you selling this, by the way? Person who works for me. But yeah, we've actually, they're an inexpensive way to heal up between meals, like Azric and Drienne would like to do right now. So, yeah, let's buy some beer nuts. And honestly, if we buy all of them, the whole set, it's $28. It feels easy to do. How much is Combat Sim is $82? We might do that. I'm not going to buy a frozen ferret. Okay, and now we're on to the other foods. So, yeah, let's buy... How much is 10 of these? $264? Let's buy it. Stir-fried pork. And then the Stouffer Select... How much? 53? Sure. So we just dropped about $300 on food items. And that's going to help save our med kits for when we need them in combat. Azric could use a snack. So we're going to have Azric have a... bag of beer nuts. And Drienne can also have some beer nuts. Speaking of, like, items, Scotchmo doesn't have anything in his other thing. So his snake squeezins are not any good for him at all. Let's have him equip a gas grenade. And you know what? I think Scotchmo would love to throw a yellow snowball around. The trouble is that I don't know that I'm going to make much use out of it if he does that. So I guess we'll give him a plasma grenade. Or no, a Molotov cocktail. I like the fact that Scotchmo has figured out over the years something additional to do with his love of booze. All right. But seriously, did Marshal Quan... we know he didn't take his armor with him. Did he take his... Oh shit, his well-fed is still counting down. Did he take his, other gun with him? I thought we had a really nice gun for him. But I also thought that it was modded. Nope. Was it the Ripper? No, it's a submachine gun. This appears to not actually exist. Oh, but Blobby-Blah. Let me... Yeah, I don't know if the fusion rocket launcher is what we want for you, but let's get you your javelin out. Yeah. And then we're going to reload it. All right. Oh, wait. Okay, what the fuck? Why did blah 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 trip the tripwire in order to disarm it? That's very annoying. And I didn't say it before I did that. Like, you guys even saw him kneel down to do the animation. Oh, wait, I didn't talk to Junko.
This is insane! You were supposed to help Colorado, not tear it apart!
Debauchery's saying, I mean, with the PC playthrough, he may not be on our side since we ended up slaughtering the corrupt marshals in Baron's nightclub. Did I? I'm not remembering. Yeah, no, I think that I got him, like, to leave. I don't think that I slaughtered them. Maybe I should have. Oh, no. Wait, what room is this? These are all... Oh, my God. They lined up the refugees and they shot them, is what I'm seeing here. I really thought that we were going to find that they had barricaded themselves in here and that they were fine. This is the darkest ending. Wow. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Let's have a snack for you since you walked into a trap for some damn reason. Yeah, usable items. Stir-fried pork. All right. Wait, this is the room that's secure? Everything is fine in here? Okay, that's unexpected. I would have expected this to be the first place they would go and, like, get all the prisoners out. Cancel the alert. Hope, what's going on in here?
Welcome to Hell, Rangers. I hope you can get a handle on the situation. All's well here, at least. We've kept both sides out of the break so far, and all our charges are secure. What can I do for you?
How are the prisoners?
Do you think we have the resources to build another, more secure cage for Victory? I can feel him watching me, waiting for an opportunity. He's a predator, and he sees everyone, everything as his prey. I'm not sure anything can change that. Makes you see the reason why they built the pillories in the first place. But I've heard stories about how he'd watch them laughing as a child. Maybe that's where he got the idea that life is cheap, and the rest of us are just for his amusement.
Moth was asking, is disarm a percentage chance? Not that I've ever seen, no. If you have the skill to disarm, then it is 100% successful, and he now has level 10 disarming abilities. So my best guess is that just, like, the way that the animation carried him, it actually walked him across the thing. Like, I'm kind of, like, you can see that I didn't make any attempt to, like, reload it beyond that. All right, I want to talk to these guys, but I do have a well-fed bonus that is ticking down in the background.
Rangers! I demand you vouch for my safety!
And by the way, Debauchery is confirming you arrested the nightclub guys.
Sounds like you're having my kind of party out there. Fuck you for not inviting me! The guards seem a bit twitchy. Everything all right?
It's fine. Go back to sleep. Debauchery is asking, do you have the perk not to trip tripwires purchased? No, it's one that I specifically felt wasn't particularly useful because as long as you can see the tripwires, which Azure can, you always have the option to not walk across them. So I was like, well, not tripping them doesn't seem all that helpful. I don't regret that decision, but it certainly would have come in handy right there. Wait, we're ready to open, right? Yeah. That is not Sergeant Greatsky. Nope. Okay, let's get Azaric here. Yeah, none of these guys. Hey, the radio operator's on our side. That's good. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We'll bring you here. Scotchmo, let's have you run point with Azaric. Or not really run point, but like screen for Azaric. And Mia. Ah, there he is, leading from behind. Sergeant Greatsky. Okay. So, yes. Mia, you come here. Darn it. I really wanted to get Azaric's shot off, but 'twas not to be. Okay, so Blah 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 has an awesome rocket shot right here. So we're just going to have him do that. Now, if I can avoid hitting the servitor bot, that would be great. And if we do it right here, right there, look at that. That's everybody except the bot. Do it. All right. Now, if I don't move, we also get a chance to shoot his gun. Yeah. Jeez. After he finished with the first guy, he hit, like, the rest of the bullets went and hit the second guy. Okay, yeah, Scotchmo. So I would like Private Jimenez here to not be able to shoot at Azaric if we possibly can. So, yeah, let's move you here. That's going to unlock your Stormer bonus and give us a flanking shot on Jimenez. We're going to use your free attack. Then we're going to use your... Well, then again, maybe... Yeah, actually, we want to take off some of Sergeant Greatsky's, Sergei Greatsky's. I'm not even sure that he's a sergeant, but we want to take off some of that armor. Good. And with your last 3 shots, I think you'll probably just prepare.
Taking their 6. They said.
So they're killing the servitor bots. Are the servitor bots on our side? Oh yeah, they are. Look at that. I thought they were yellow. I just assumed they'd be neutral.
So much for good relations.
Found a shot.
I like that the animals seem to have an extremely high combat speed, which allows them to run all the way across the map and then generally get multiple attacks off when they get there. Because in the real world, animals are super fast. Debauchery saying it's because you put yourself as the commander of the base and everybody is revolting against their boss, like all the humans are. Okay, sorry, I'm just taking a quick tally of who's still alive, which is actually not that many guys. So, yeah, Azaric, can you Yeah. So this is Azric's full turn to... No, it's not. We can mark him.
Take him down.
Although that does appear to involve a move. Can you still shoot? No. Okay, that's great. That's so obviously not what I wanted to have happen. All right, so that's fine, but we'll just move back, and I guess I'll save 2 points for the next round. Okay, Drienne. So, Blah 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 took a lot of damage there, and rather than continuing to eat all of our meals, we have plenty of med kits. And then Drienne cannot actually get in range to do anything on this turn, so they will just take some cover back here and save a couple points. I don't think this combat is going to go past this round no matter what, because there's only a couple dudes that are left. Mia. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because she can hit twice, which she can, then she actually hits 3 times. So, one more. There we go. And now, so, yeah, I guess there's actually 2 guys over here. Mia cannot get in range to hit either of them, but she can come around. Oh, no, we can't. They're surrounded by animals. So, we'll just come here and prepare. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We actually cannot get in range to do a thing, but we might be able to... Sorry, we can't actually do like a direct weapon attack. Alternatives would be reload and fire the rocket, but that's a bit of overkill against 2 guys that are partially wounded. Or toss a grenade in there, which I do like that. It might not kill him, but I think it's going to be a good time. We only need 4 AP to do that. So... that would leave him with 8 AP, so he'd technically throw 2 grenades, I think, if we're in throwing range, and he has a very high strength. So I'd prefer not to hit the servitor bots if we can, because I don't want them to turn against us. All right, that killed 1 dude. I don't know that killing the other guy, like the amount of damage that blah 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 would do with a second grenade is not really worth it. And then Scotchmo. And Scotchmo, you are our best shot to just bring this whole thing to a close on this turn. I'm looking at the highest hit percentage that we can line up. We're actually 70% where we are. If I don't move, I think that we've got a better than average chance. Let's see what we can do just from here. There we go. Oh, Debauchery is going to lurk. Oh, and Mothoth is taking off as well. I'm so sorry, Mothoth. I didn't see it. Time for me to head out. Have a great stream at night. Mothoth, thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully you'll be streaming a little bit later and we'll get to visit. But otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Not the highest level weapons. This feels terrible. Like, from a narrative perspective, this is not how I wanted any of this to go down. It's the decision that we made, and I stand ready to pay, you know, to accept the consequences of my decisions, but ugh.
Thanks for the assist, Rangers. Good luck.
Yeah, Connie Zhang is the attaché to Angela Death. I was thinking that maybe she might say something since Angela is with us. She did not. But it's no surprise that she has sided with the Desert Rangers. If anything, if we had made a different decision, it's possible that she might have...
I'm not sure Angela's on the right track with this. But we're behind you, November. This is your show.
Can't believe it came to this.
All right, we need to turn off the, or open up the pathway to get into Colorado Springs. Secure lockdown enabled. Identify yourself as command and disable the system alert. Apparently the rebels weren't able to remove your command privileges, so you disable the lockdown. The lights and sirens stop. The computer's main menu appears.
Ooh, good work, cowboys. Okay, now to get the truck sent downtown. Look for a button that says emergency evacuation tunnel or something like that.
I bet I even know where it is. There's a hatch, like a floor hatch in the garage that I kept thinking would open up at some point and that we'd see it there. I bet that's exactly where it is. Navigate to the vehicle evacuation tunnel menu and get to work. You queue up commands to open the vehicle evacuation tunnel and send your truck to the terminus point, Market Square. But as you hit execute, a message flashes. Warning, command queue pause. Vehicle cannot be delivered to Market Square elevator. Security override is in effect. Access terminal Museum 06 to terminate override.
Well, shit. Looks like the Patriarch anticipated us. Guess we're gonna have to get to that terminal and kill that override personally. Fortunately, I know where it is. Kinda. They got it hidden away inside a secret room in the Patriarch's little museum. Our people here will move the truck to this end of the tunnel, and once we cancel the alert, it should come right to us. Which, I admit, isn't quite the same as rising up into the square in the truck and catching Buchanan with his pants down. At least we'll have the truck, right? Come on, let's go.
All right. I don't think that there's anything else we need here before we go. I might check our ammo real quick. We're going to give blah 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 another point of luck. And let's see for skills. I mean, he's not going to level up again, I don't think, but I'm also not sure that it makes a lot of sense to, like, spend 3 points on Animal Whisperer. Yeah, let's let it ride, just in case we can actually somehow get him up to level, maximum big guns. Oh, right, we already talked to them. Yeah, that's it. Except for, like, this tunnel down here, that's what we didn't... Remember when we didn't work with the slavers? That's what we gave up there. And, as always, no concerns about that course of action at all. Alright, as far as I know, we are headed straight into Colorado Springs. I guess we're gonna lay down a save game. Probably from, like, the last Ranger HQ one that we had. Yeah. Oh, that was slave request. Hold on. There we go. I was expecting downtown Colorado Springs to be a war zone. I thought that Saul Buchanan, in a last-ditch attempt to, like, retain control, would just be, like, shooting people in the streets and calling it a riot.
With the Patriarch, then you are against the people. You can't be on both sides. Shame it's come to this, Rangers, but I won't stand by and let you destroy what's left of America.
Oh no, we can't do kiss ass because Marshal Quan was our kiss ass guy. However, we can do hard ass. You don't want this fight, Sheriff. We've got the refugees with us and they hate you. They'll tear you apart if we let them.
And we'd still win, but not without unacceptable losses. All right, Rangers. I guess we'll just wait here and see how you do against the Patriarch's elites. Then we'll swing by when it's all over and congratulate Saul on his victory. And everything can get back to normal around here. So long, Rangers. Been nice knowing you.
Wow, I was so wrong on so many... I mean, like, the fact that Sheriff Daisy would be with the Patriarch, that's not surprising. But one of the predictions that I shared at the end of the previous episode was that we were definitely going to have to fight and kill Sheriff Daisy.
Don't make us regret looking at
So if I was to guess, Lucia... Oh, we can't go in here. Lucia is going to be in her family home. In Broadmoor Heights, I think it's called. But the sheriff's office was the other place that I thought that it might be. So we're trying to get to the museum. I kind of mostly remember where the museum is. Okay, yeah, everything's on fire. This is sort of what I expected to have happen here. Here's the museum, I think. No, maybe this is the clothing shop, because the museum is, like, here-ish. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so let's just try this again. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. You and you alone. Could everybody stop running on that? Yeah, that's what normally happens. And like Mothoth had asked, there's no roll for it. He just, like, automatically disarms. I guess that last one, he just decided to, like, move to the other side of it. Okay, let's come around in here.
It's my scouts! Damn, you look like last week's lunch.
Sorry, Colonel Death, we got clobbered.
Let's see if we can patch you up.
Thanks. Not feeling so great. Oh, yeah. That's much better. Thanks.
What happened to you?
The Patriarch's tank had us pinned down in the market. Henry was blown to shit, and I took a piece of flying granite to the head.
How'd you escape?
Bunch of refugees came out of nowhere and drew the tank's fire. We made a run for it.
Hopefully they're doing better now.
Improving. Thanks for fixing me up.
Any useful intel?
Well, if you're heading to Market Square, don't try the streets. There's barricades everywhere and no cover. Your best bet is to go through the museum. Oh, we stashed some supplies in a crate outside the museum door. They should still be there. Just smash the crate open.
Okay, let's try to remember to do this, because this might be like a manual attack.
Hold up. Now that you fixed me up, I remembered something. We hid some supplies in a crate outside the museum. If it's still there, just smash it open.
Oh dear. Although we fixed him up, it seems like he might be suffering from some sort of short-term memory loss. That might take a little bit more time for us to be able to correct. Okay. So, he specifically said to go through the museum, and Market Square is here. So let's go back and then around, I think, or is that... I think this... Okay, sorry, I'm sort of remembering the layout here. This is the sheriff's office. So let me look down here if we can. We're just going to look... Oh, no, we can't. That is blocked off. All right. So what we want to do then at the top of these stairs is cut a hard right. Which we have to do.
Shit! That big tank's got us pinned down. Should we make a run for it?
If we move, we're toast.
In the name of the Patriarch, I order you to surrender.
We're wise to your tricks, assholes. If we step out, you'll kill us.
Step aside. I'll handle these fuckers.
So the Patriarch's mega tank is called Manifest Destiny. Nice. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We have every reason to believe that we're going up against that tank. Your rocket launcher is cool, but I would really like you to have your flamethrower, which is in here some damn where. We'll recognize it when we see it. I think. Purifier? Purifier. All right, and let's just make sure that that's reloaded, because that's where blah 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 gets his completely disable this vehicle for a while ability.
Uh-oh, folks. Sounds like there's trouble in the old museum. Please walk to the exit.
Okay. It seems like we definitely don't want to go out there. That's where the tank is. So we're going to see if there's any other exits. So if the lock picking is impossible, I actually don't know what that means in this case. Also, let me go see if there was supposed to be like a crate. Remember, like, oh, we left some supplies in a crate, just smash it open. It could be this one right here. No, we can't even target this. Okay, so I feel like I'm missing something here. Let's have Mia stand on this pressure panel. So that does something somehow. Oh, look, there's a button.
Don't panic, folks.
Got it.
Baldy's looking out for you.
Oh my goodness, hold on. Hello to Borlak. Hello to Borlak, Asperby, Red and the Wolf Designs, and Lady B. Hello to all of you. Borlak, how was your tabletop role-playing session? I saw that you were playing that a little bit ago. We were lurking for a while, but then wanted to come live because we're into the final, what we believe to be the final episode of Wasteland 3. Let's do a raid for Borlak. _ right? Oh, wait, sorry, I went to do a raid. That's the wrong command. Sorry. Let's do shout out to Borlak. There we go. Yeah, Borlak, thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you guys and your whole party had a great time. I continue to say, if you haven't seen Borlak's very impressive setup for streaming, both his personal setup in his room, but also the way that, like, everybody's arrayed around the edges so that you can see, it looked like they were using like a satellite map today for their RPG map, but then around the edges you can see everybody who's playing the game, and it really looks great. It's always clear, like, who's talking, who's doing what. It's a very efficient use of screen real estate. Borlak says, sorry, Angel, I was wrapping up, so if you were talking to me up to this point, I wasn't paying attention. Borlak, no problem at all. I was only saying thank you so much for the raid, and I hope that you guys had a really great time with it. We are into what we believe to be the final episode of Wasteland 3 here. The computer screen flashes a red warning. Emergency lockdown. Blast doors locked and elevator functions disabled. To cancel lockdown, please enter admin ID and press cancel. Well, we can do a few different things, but let's go ahead with Mia's thing. Follow the system's wiring to the circuit box, figure out which circuit controls the alarm, and manually shut it off. The lights and alarms stop, and the warning on the computer stops flashing. In its place is a message, lockdown canceled, blast doors unlocked, and elevator function restored. Queued commands will now execute. Thank you, Administrator. Borlak said, I got here just in time to hear you praising my stream setup, though, which is always a highlight. Yeah, for real. Also, so, Borlak, two quick questions while we're navigating to the next story beat. Number one, have you and Little B finished the main plotline in Raft? I think I remember that you guys did, but I'm not 100% sure. And then the second question would be, have you what are your thoughts on the new season of Division 2? Because I think that's moving now, right? That's being released, or has it only just been announced? Asper B is saying this sounds like one of our last sessions. Blast doors down. Yeah, and there's going to be more blasting happening here. We've now, before we move ahead, for anybody that might have an interest in this sort of like top-down style, I think of it like Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale style RPG, but with some really cool turn-based combat. This game is very good, and I would hate to ruin it for anybody who might otherwise want to play it. This was also on a very deep sale during the recent Steam summer sale. I think it was down to $13. That's an absolute steal for this game. But that said, if you want to still hang out, we're in the final chapter where 3, 2, 1, we're gonna go fight Saul Buchanan, and I think that a major fight is about to happen out in this courtyard. So I'm just gonna lay down a quick save here again, and we're gonna head out. The door is unlocked. You can hear the Patriarch's troops beyond it. Open it and you'll be face to face with him. Well, hold on a second, because I think that we might want to feed Mia like a well-fed burger, and maybe a decoy, because we've never used that frost spike even once. Yeah, let's have Mia eat a pork bun, which is mostly about getting the +1 action points. And hello to Fabio, who says, yeah, Borlak loves compliments about himself. Borlak is saying, we aren't finished yet, but we're about halfway through the last chapter. And Borlak considers these isometric view games. Yeah, I guess I'd want to differentiate this from something like Tunic, which also has this sort of like isometric view. This is also very much like a party-based RPG, and I've really enjoyed it. Sorry, I didn't actually eat the pork bun, I don't think. Let's have... Right? Yeah, I didn't eat it. Right. Okay, so let's have this. Okay, Mia is well fed. Let's do it. Open the door. Oh, hi, Kodiak. So the thing about this guy's deals is that he had deals with a lot of guys, and he betrayed them over and over and over again. It's one of the reasons that it convinced me that I'd never be able to work with this guy. It's not the Ranger way to help warlords and dictators, even if they call themselves by prettier names. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna go with the first one.
And what pretty name do you call yourselves? Rebels? Freedom fighters? It doesn't hide that you're the ones tearing the world apart while I'm trying to hold it together. For 50 years, I've been the one man keeping civilization alive in the West. No one else has achieved that. Not even you vaunted desert rangers. And now, you want to destroy it all? All that's left of old America? For what?
Our options are, for justice, your civilization is built on the backs of the people you've wronged. We won't let that stand. That's how I feel about it. The only thing we're here to destroy is your way of doing things. Coloradans need a say in the running of Colorado. Actually, that's arguably better. Your ego's so big that you think if you die, the world will die with you. The truth is, it'll be better off without you, or for all we can grab, Saul, for all we can grab. I like the idea of Coloradans need a say in the running of Colorado.
You goddamn children. How naive can you be? Colorado needs a firm hand. Democracy won't work here, Rangers. Not yet. We're surrounded by madmen and savages. I almost want to step aside and watch you try democracy here. The first war band that comes out of Kansas, boom! Elections canceled, martial law is instituted, you're the next patriarch for life. But no, I don't toy with my society, or with the lives of my people. I protect them from lunatics like you. That's why you have to die, Rangers. That's why this has to end here. Marshals! Attack!
Whoops. If anybody wasn't aware, that camera scroll happens because, like, I put the mouse cursor down at the bottom of the screen during the talking scene, and then it just scrolls the map away. Asper B is going, Murica! And Borlak is saying, Yankland. That'd be a great name for what this guy has built. Yeah, this is the first time that we're seeing Manifest Destiny, but this is apparently the Patriarch's own personal tank. He has a certain motif that he just emblazes onto absolutely everything. You can probably see what it is. Now, blah blah blah, he can potentially shut this thing down in its entirety with a special attack that he has. Oh, actually, let's see if this guy's like invulnerable. So his status effect resistance is 33%. That means that 1 out of every 3 times blah blah blah's attack is going to fail. But I'll take it. The only trouble is that blah 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 is too far back to execute it on this turn, I think. Okay, so oh, Azaric. Yeah, let's have Azaric stay back. We're gonna get him some cover. Target blocked. Target blocked. And then we've got some elite troopers over there. I like that these guys are grouped up. That makes them a good, like, rocket attack target. But okay, we're going to try to shoot this guy, I think. So we're going to make sure that Azaric has his main sniper rifle attached. All right. Not our best Azaric hit, but a solid one. And we're going to have him save his last 2 action points. Hello to Marquak and the Grim Captain. Okay, Drienne. So, early in the combat, a great choice is to have Drienne use their rally ability. That gives everybody an extra 2 action points, even though it costs Drienne 4. And with that, I feel like Drienne can probably hang out mostly back here for this round. I don't think that we need them to do anything else. And we'll actually probably just do a defend with Drienne. Okay. Kodiak. So, Kodiak has a couple moves that's really going to mess up groups of guys, including Cluster Bomb, which I feel like... Oh, look at this. This looks like it's going to kill Immaculate outright, take about 1/5 of Manifest Destiny's health off, and mess up Adamant really well good. Yep. As advertised. Okay. Now, the question is, do we want to move Kodiak up? I kind of do, because Kodiak is mobile cover for everybody else. Yeah, let's move 2 up, and then we're actually going to save the last 2 points so that we can spend them next round. Yeah, Marquak, I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Okay. Okay. Blah can get close enough to use his attack now. And that is this guy right here, Pressure Cooker. Let's do it. Yeah, blah come on up here. And we're going to have him do Pressure Cooker on this guy. Nope, he resisted it. Okay. So the bad news is that now blah is in a very vulnerable position. Had that worked, it would have shut down the entire vehicle for, I think it's 2 or 3 turns, which would be great. Instead, we're just going to have to do a defend with blah to give him a little bit of extra dodging. Scotchmo, who is not my favorite character. Oh, Markintosh, Marquak rather. If you're just joining us, not only did Lucia leave, but... Oh, and is Borlak leaving? Or is Asperby leaving? Asperby says, I'm going to sneak off to bed, work tomorrow. Asperby, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a good day at work tomorrow. Have a good stream and kick the Patriarch's butt. I am certainly going to do my best. But yeah, as Marquack, not only did Lucia leave, but Marshal Quan said, nope, I can't stand for this. And he just noped out. He just left. He gave us back like his armor and stuff, but he's done. So we are one party member light, and we brought on Scotchmo to cover what had been Lucia's zone. All right, let's see if we can maybe blind these guys. Good. Awesome. Okay, so we did get to blind them. It's not that they can't hit, but they're going to have a much harder time hitting for a good amount now. And that leaves, like, Mia. Like, let's have Mia come over here and see if we can kill one of these elite troopers. Couple good swipes from a chainsaw sword might do it. Oh, or maybe just the one. Okay, yeah, Mia, come up here and give this guy something to think about. Oh, can you do that one more time? Well, he's bleeding, so I'll tell you what, we can actually hit him with this, and this is a guaranteed crit. Oh my god, double kill for Mia. Okay, enemy turn. Now we gotta find out what Manifest Destiny is capable of. Is that the best you have? No, it's not. Holy shit! Oh, I was feeling really good about that for a minute. I was gonna make all kinds of snarky comments about how this guy was able to hold on to control, but nope, I get it now. For anybody just joining, the friendly turn that's happening right now is nearly everyone in the party has an animal companion, and Mia, in fact, has multiple companions, so that's who's getting to go now. Okay, so Blobby Blah is not only down, but also just in an inferno, and unlike Divinity Original Sin 2, we can't just call down rain clouds to take care of that for us, so we're just gonna have to wait a bit, unless we want Drienne to also be on fire. Mia, can you... Yeah, we definitely want Mia's very best penetration, because this guy has... How much armor does Manifest Destiny have? It probably is armor. 75 armor. Okay, well, the good news is Boom Mace has a penetration of 102, so this is still going to hit pretty well. Yeah, for 847 points. Let's see if we can stun it. That feels like a real reach, but... Resisted stunned. Okay, no surprises. Azaric. Let's have you... Can you hit this guy? No, target blocked. But because Azaric saved some points last round, he does have some mobility. Okay, yeah, Azaric, come around here. And then we're going to switch to your neutron projector. And I don't think we want to try to overcharge it or anything. Yeah, he needs all of his points just to take this shot. But this could theoretically be a kill shot if it's a crit. Nope, but that's fine. Okay. Well, Kodiak. I mean, I want this thing dead by any means necessary. So I'm feeling like we're just going to do this. Yeah, no, just regular shots for you. I think we get 2 of them if my math is correct. Man, okay, this guy is tough. Scotchmo. I think just regular bullets for you. I'd love to end Elite Trooper. Good. 3 points left on the board. And I don't want to wander near Explosive Barrel. I think that we're just going to try to dodge. Because my best attempt to make this thing dead by the end of the round has not turned out. So honestly, I think we're just gonna keep Drienne right where they are. Or maybe, nope, that walks right through the fire. Yeah, I think Drienne sits right where they are, thanks. Oh, hi, guys. Hold on, I want to see the animals. Oh, there goes Manifest Destiny, thanks to this Russian robot. Wow, a Russian robot took down American Manifest Destiny. The commentary in this game is just overwhelmed. Oh, Borlak, thank you so much for the clip. And thank you to Marquak for recommending the clip. Yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah, Marquak, the pets fear nothing. Look at them. Look at these guys with their plasma hammers, and the pets just run right up to them. So, God damn it, how long does the fire last? Okay, Kodiak. Let's bring you up here. I don't think the fire bothers Kodiak at all. And let's see if we can possibly kill this guy, since he's low on lives and maybe low enough to kill. Well, it's a solid hit anyway, and I bet that Mia can seal the deal. All right, with her serial killer perk, that actually gives her 3 action points back. And yeah, so she loses 20% of health. This guy's armor is slightly higher, but this guy she can definitely hit with her chainsword. It's not quite enough to hit him twice, though. But yeah, 3 points left. Drienne, you can't do like a rally or anything, can you? Nope, that's on cooldown for 2 more points. So what we can do with Drienne is, well, we're not running. If we're going to run through the fire, we're going to get blah, blah, blah up on the way through. So let's give the fire a wide berth. Yeah, we'll come up here. And then if we can do a... Nope, they're out of range for it to demoralize. Okay, let's save the last 2 points. All right, Scotchmo. So, because these guys appear to be melee guys, we're going to have Scotchmo come up, you know, sort of keep his distance here. Still certainly enough to get his Stormer bonus, and I'd love to kill this guy on your turn if you can. All right, and we will actually defend on your last point. And Mia, we're actually going to say... Oh, wait! We do get another swipe at this guy. Why did I think this was 4 points? Yeah! No, the Patriarch wasn't in this tank, I guarantee you. He's still in his... Oh.
You're a bunch of tough sons of bitches. Too bad you're not smart enough to see that you're dooming Colorado.
I thought for sure. I've been so wrong on every prediction I've made in this entire episode. I could have... This was going to be remote controlled, and we'd have another fight at his compound. But no, here he is.
Who's gonna hold things together when I'm gone? You? Your red-headed friend? Huh. Not one of you is hard enough to do what needs to be done.
A hard leader thinks hard is the only way to do things. A smart leader finds other ways.
I like that Angela Death is admiring the burning tank. She's not even looking at him.
If only you were smart instead of just a smartass. You You haven't saved my people. You've killed them.
Okay, the ends can't justify the means, Buchanan. You can't build a just society by doing unjust things. I mean, I believe that, but it's a new world. Try new things. You don't care about your people. All you care about is holding on to power. No, I like the first one. You can't build a just society by doing unjust things.
And you can't build any society by only doing just things. While you're making sure nobody's oppressed, the warlords of the plains are gonna ram a hot poker up your ass. Anyway, good goddamn luck. Whatever you do, you'll need it. Now what are you gonna do with me?
Well, I don't fucking know why we killed Liberty Buchanan, I have to say. I mean, I did it because that's what Angela Death said needed to have happen, and I wanted to make sure that we were going to work with Angela Death at the end, but now we're just going to arrest him, which is what I want to do. Hand the patriarch to the mob. The people outside are calling your name. Who are we to deny them? We're definitely not exiling him. Here's the thing. If the Desert Rangers are going to set up a new system of justice and, like, basically call balls and strikes, which is the way that Angela Death put it, then we have to arrest him and have him face a fair trial for what he did. And he's done a lot. Our group would testify on what we were told by multiple different sources on what he did. We have to have some faith in the ability of the legal system to handle a major war criminal, even if he was formerly very powerful. You'll be tried for your crimes.
A show trial. First step on the road to tyranny. All right, then. I'm ready. Always did love a circus.
This is a case where, like, what I'm doing is very different than what Mia would have done. If I'd thought about it in another beat, I would have said, well, Mia would kill him on the spot, and then maybe chosen that, but here we go.
Well, that's that. So what's the plan now, cowboys? You gonna stay here and help me keep this place peaceful?
Okay, hold on. We want to invite General Woodson and the Arizona Rangers to move here. We can use all the help we can get. I like that idea since Arizona is so bad off. We've come to feel that Colorado is our home. We'll send supplies back to Arizona, but we're staying here. We're going to grab all the supplies we can from the Patriarch stores and then head back to Arizona. We're going to keep heading east and see what things look like beyond Colorado. Let's invite General Woodson and the Arizona Rangers here, because I feel like the Rangers isn't a strong enough organization that we can be spread across two different, you know, American states. I feel like we need to consolidate in one place, and this place makes more sense than Arizona that was already so bad off that we needed to come up here to try to broker a peace with this dude.
The general will likely skin me alive when he gets here. Maybe it's time I moved on.
Well, we can't kiss her ass anymore. Good luck. Thanks for showing us what was really going on here. Or yeah, maybe you better go. You're not really a ranger anymore. Well, thank you for showing us what was really going on.
My pleasure. And I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Really would have liked to have kept her around.
Look after yourselves, cowboys. You got a wild ride ahead of you.
You head to the palace radio room and place a call to Woodson. They don't know Oh. This is very loud.
Colorado on the trail. If we saved them or betrayed them, if we did the job we went for or we failed. Hard times in Arizona with the Rangers and the settlers giving ground. To the raiders and militia, and it seemed we'd lose the good life that we found. Then Buchanan made his offer, find my kids and I will help you save your land. for Colorado, praying that he'd be an honest man. In Denver we found Valor, a son who didn't live up to his name. He turned against his father, siding with the old man's rivals seeking fame. Though these rivals tried to stop us, we captured Valor like we said we would, and brought him home to Daddy. We made it pretty clear just where he stood. Then we made our way to Aspen to find Buchanan's misbegotten son. A sicko named Victory, who pulled the legs off humans just for fun. It wasn't easy fighting the urge to make him pay for what he'd done. But we brought him back alive, locked him up to the relief of everyone. On the track halfway to Kansas, we found Buchanan's daughter making plans to conquer Colorado with the help of desperados, gangs, and clans. Daddy wanted her alive. We couldn't kill the hive and not the queen. So she died with guns a-blazing like a hero on a Sunday silver screen. In the end, it became clear that Buchanan was no better than his kid. If we let him stay in power, Colorado would be heading for the skid. Defying orders from back home, tried him for his crimes and took his throne. Then brought the folks from Arizona to share our brand new Colorado home. Did in Colorado on the trail. If we saved him or betrayed him, if we did the job we went for or we failed. But when the winter turns to spring, the news newcomers bring, they'll know that the Rangers are inviting them to join them in the Colorado snow.
Before I click on next, Grumpy was asking, do the song lyrics reflect your choices? And as Mark Wax said, yes, which is kind of amazing. Like, obviously they recorded different sections of the song depending on what you did, but the way that it all... Oh! Wait, no, it's going without me. On the day of the trial, the whole city came to the palace to watch. You selected a member of your team to preside as judge, sitting atop the patriarch's throne. I missed the first comment because I didn't think it was going to proceed until I clicked next. To everyone's surprise, the jury convicted the patriarch of crimes against his people, but they sentenced him to prison, not death, granting mercy in the light of his genuine devotion to the city. To most, it felt like good old American justice, a clear contrast to the brutal retribution of the Wasteland. You took custody of the patriarch and confined him in Peterson Air Base. the very stronghold he gave to you not so long ago. That's where he remained for the rest of his life. I feel really bad about killing Liberty. Using the radio equipment at headquarters, you were able to contact General Woodson and make your report. He was shocked to hear the outcome of your mission, but after consulting with the other Rangers, he agreed to join you in Colorado. The rest of the Rangers crossed the mountains, safely this time, and made a new home at Peterson Air Base. You had no shortage of new recruits. Every ambitious young person in Colorado wanted to be part of the Rangers. Angela Death slipped away before the Arizona Rangers arrived. Her squad took a vote, and all of them decided to join her. They set off for the east, looking for more folks who needed their help. Because the Wastelander refugees were loved, in Colorado Springs, the refugees became the dominant faction. Fortunately, they respected you and were usually willing to follow your lead. Relations between the 100 families and the refugees were tense, but thanks to you, they never exploded into violence. One day, the two sides might learn to cooperate, but it'll take time. The rest of the Patriarch's nation collapsed, and his alliance of cities and cults scattered to the winds. If they can't be brought back together, they'll be easy prey for the savage gangs of the plains, or the predators closer to home. In Denver, oil drilling came to an end. Because you destroyed the Gippers, the cities and towns of Colorado were left without a reliable source of fuel. But the oil is still there. You would think that somebody with the Desert Rangers would be able to turn the pumps back on. We didn't destroy the pumps. Your actions at the Machine Commune convinced the robots to take a chance on humanity by welcoming human settlers into the airport. Denver is now a safe haven for those with nowhere else to go. Run with inhuman kindness. Oh, that's a dark statement. The Reagan AI remained in the Machine Intelligence Tower, sad and alone, forever calling for his beloved Nancy's to take him home. Led by the Gift, the Breathers withdrew into the Rocky Mountains. They kept their distance from the people of Colorado, moving higher and higher into the mountains as generations passed. To recap, the Breathers are like huffing that like psychedelic gas all the time. In time, the Breathers became a legend to the people of Colorado. Some said they were evolving into a new form of humanity. Others didn't believe that they ever existed at all. Under the Rangers, Aspen became a fortress at the edge of Colorado territory, guarding the mountain passes against incursion from the west. Really, it's not a vacation ski resort for wealthy people who don't like seeing the dirty homeless folks. Interesting that you found any better use for it than that. Soldiers posted in the old resort town claimed to hear the laughter of Vic Buchanan at night, and the screams of his victims echoing across the mountains. After their humiliating defeat at the hands of the Rangers, the gangs of the Savage Council fled back to the plains. Within a year, most of the survivors were dead or enslaved by rivals. But the Savage Plains got their name with good reason. Everyone knew that the other gangs would rise, and eventually they'd cast their eyes on Colorado again. Flab and his monster army maintained control of the Bazaar, an unexpected island of stability in a region remade by you and your team. Flab took great satisfaction in the knowledge that he had outlasted the Patriarch. Once again, he had weathered a terrible storm when even the most powerful man in Colorado had not. Furious with how Team November dealt with the Patriarch, Jody returned to Arizona, glad to see the last of Colorado's snow and ice. I'm sad about Jody. Like, we didn't really know her, but though she did her best to help her folks when she got back, without the Patriarch's promised supplies, their farm failed and they were killed by starving raiders, leaving Jody a bitter and angry woman. We were inviting them to Colorado. She should have come with her family. I don't even know what she was mad about after she got back and everybody said we're going to Colorado. Freed from the brig by Team November after the coup of the Patriarch was complete, Quan left Colorado Springs in disgust. Eventually, he became a security consultant for the Iron Thunder Arapaho and never had anything to do with the Rangers again. Well, boy, I feel like we did right by, like, a broad swath of people and then managed to really disappoint and piss off the people who knew us best, which doesn't feel good. As it took time to return to Colorado Springs with her father, Lucia was not there to defend the Patriarch against the Rangers, but after his defeat, she and her father joined the 100 Family's resistance and fought to restore their rule. Oh, Lucia. With her upside-down peace symbol. All right. After years of loyal service, the Rangers retired Morningstar and allowed him to drive his Kodiak shell on his long-dreamed-of journey to rediscover America. No one knows where he went or how far he got, but there probably aren't any communists there anymore. Nobody cried when Fish Lips died. Some of his old crew, however, dug him up and ate his liver for old time's sake. Okay, I actually do remember Fish Lips. It's not surprising to me that nobody cried when he died. After things resolved, the Rangers noticed Scotchmo was no longer with them. They searched every bar in Colorado Springs for some reason, but never found him. Some say he's been seen drinking in saloons in Kansas and points east, but these rumors are unconfirmed because nobody misses Scotchmo. With that, the story of Team November comes to an end. For good or ill, emphasis on the ill, you change Colorado forever, and its people will live with the consequences. But the story of the Rangers goes on. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this ending. I don't think it's the worst ending. Like, I can imagine things worse than this. Okay, so if the credits at any point are louder and it's difficult to make out what I'm saying, let me know, and I will try to Alt-Tab out. I would like the credits to play because, I mean, even if I don't like a game, I generally want the credits to play, but what a great journey this was. I don't think it's any surprise. I talked frequently as we played through this game how much I enjoyed it. Among other things, the game established for me a very early feeling of trust that the game would understand my intent, even if that intent wasn't explicitly spelled out on screen. One of the major points where that happened was when we were offered the job by the slavers, and I said, well, I'm going to take this job to work for the slavers, but I'm not actually going to help them. I want to go to where the slave is, make sure that she gets adequate notice and can then escape. And then once she's got her heads up, I want to come back here and kill all the slavers. That took place far enough into the game that there had been a number of just sort of like subtle little events that had convinced me that the game was paying good attention to what I was doing and was written with an eye towards sometimes people might choose dialogue options that they don't really believe in because they want more information, and let's not lock the player in to a decision when they might get some more information or may never have intended that in the first place. The game did that again and again and again. Here's another example. When we were working at the machine intelligence compound and Vicky wanted to come join, if you were watching that episode, you remember I was very nervous about that because I was thinking in my head, well, in the real world, if this was a real life, yeah, Vicky would go there and maybe be an assistant or a co-doctor with the doctor that we already have and it'd be fine. But sometimes in a video game, there's like an internal logic that says, oh, we have a doctor. If you get another doctor, then the first doctor is going to leave. And I almost said no to Vicky. I don't want you to come and join the party because I was worried about chasing out the existing doctor. But when I thought about it, I was like, no, the game is smart enough. It's going to know what I'm doing. And it did. And then both the doctor and Vicky were there. This makes like no difference mechanically, but from a story perspective, I really like that. And I like the fact that when Vicky came, we got to have a conversation with her where she said, yeah, like I'm my own entity now, my own individual. I identify as female, so call me she. And I think on occasion I've probably mistaken and said like Vicky is it, but no, Vicky said that she wants to be she. Awesome. I felt really good about all the decisions we were making until here in the actual back half of the game. Like, there really wasn't anything where, like, afterwards it was like, man, I really boned that. I don't like the choice I made. I want to go back and I never went back, but like, if only I could go back and do it again. And then it was only at the end. And maybe again, I should have had more faith in the game and the writers than I did. But Angela Death was so adamant. Kill Liberty Buchanan. Do not bring her back. You have to kill her. And it felt to me like that was the... Like, delete what I just said about having more faith in the game. I feel like for Angela Death as a character, in other words, I don't think it's a writing hole. I think that for Angela Death as a character, she was very nervous about whether or not she could trust our band of Desert Rangers, and Liberty Buchanan was for sure the most dangerous of the three kids. So from her perspective, she wanted to figure out if she could trust the Desert Rangers by agreeing to a course of action and then seeing that Team November would actually follow through with it. So for that reason and that reason alone, I made the decision to kill Liberty Buchanan after she had surrendered. After we killed her, the idea that we would let the Patriarch himself surrender and put him on trial for what he had done was both the correct thing to do, but felt very, very inconsistent with what we had done earlier. And that again is like, we had crossed the trust threshold with Angela Death. So at this point, she trusts us to follow through on what we're going to do correctly. And we did, and we put him on trial, and he was found guilty and apparently lived out the whole rest of his days behind bars. I'm glad for that ending. I guess if I have one regret in the whole game, it wasn't missing out on the cybernetic technology. It wasn't... I'm trying to think of other things that, like, maybe in a perfect world would have gone differently. It's killing Liberty Buchanan, honestly. And like, I'm not happy that Lucia and Marshal Kwan split with the Desert Rangers, but that was their choice. They made the decision that that's what they wanted to do. And I like the fact that within the course of this game, they are free-thinking individuals with agency over their own lives. And they were like, nope, we're out. How does the music get louder? How is every track louder than the one that preceded it? So, yeah, if I could have... Lucia leaving was no surprise. I knew, she straight up said, I'm leaving. I'm not going to do this. Marshal Kwan leaving shouldn't have been a surprise, and yet it was, because Marshal Kwan was such a doubter. He was so ready to talk about... He talked at all times as though his allegiance to the Patriarch and the Marshals was behind him. But I probably should have known that he never once, like, verbally severed ties with them. Like, stop calling me Marshal Kwan. My first name is John or whatever. He was Marshal Kwan all the way through. So, yeah, when you guys couldn't see it, but my jaw really did drop when he dropped out, because I just had not budgeted in my party economy. Like, we can go without Lucia. It just didn't occur to me that he was going to go. And then when Jody left, it's like, oh my God. Like, I cannot summarize it better than I did earlier, which is, it seems like the people of Colorado broadly support us, but the people who knew us best, Lucia and Marshal Kwan, and to a lesser extent Jody and Scotchmo, who were at least adjacent to most of the decision making. When the story was over, they were all gone. They said, oh no, we know these assholes, we're better off anywhere else. And the thing is, like, Marshal Kwan went and, like, joined up with the Arapaho, that those are, like, the people that are, like, super good mechanics, and they go around, like, helping people. Like, he went off with a different bunch of live-action movie. What is that? Did they do, like, a live-action movie ahead of this, like a trailer or something for the upcoming movie? Or, sorry, game? I'm gonna have to look this up afterwards. But yeah, in a dark way, that's a very funny ending. I would have liked that part to go better. I would have liked, like, I guess maybe it would have been less satisfying in a way if in the balance Lucia had said, well, I'm not happy with you Rangers, but ultimately I think that we've done more good than harm, so I'm going to turn against the people I've known my entire life. I've known and respected and cared about my entire life. Like, that would have felt a little bit weird, I think. Marshal Kwan, though, it felt like he had really become disillusioned with the power structure, so I would have liked him to come along. And then Jody noping out. I mean, we never really spent any time with Jody. I wonder if Jody had her own storyline that we would have discovered out in the Wasteland, because Lucia Wesson definitely did. She was a clear and present story character that journeyed with us. Marshal Kwan would sort of like lean in from out of frame every once in a while, but Lucia had like a definitive story arc to her, and that was very cool. I wouldn't have traded Lucia in for anybody. Carol Luna in particular had asked at one point, like, what good is Lucia if she dies all the time? But if anything, that was sort of like her character in her own way, and I really liked having her along. And I don't think that that Carol Luna rather was criticizing, just be like, wouldn't it be better to get a more capable combatant? But Lucia really did grow into her own, and that's maybe another thing about this game, just the breadth of different character builds that feel 100% viable. I said it at least once before, but I never would have designed a character like Lucia, but then I kind of did. As we leveled up, I leaned harder, I leaned further and further into Lucia's reputation as a gambling character. That's how I kept describing her, where on any given round, Lucia might do nothing at all and then die, or she might land a comparatively unlikely trick shot and then blast off 75% of some dude's armor. And she did that second thing again and again and again. And then we got her upgrade with like better weaponry. She also was doing like some pretty grievous damage. But that kind of like all or nothing character is not the sort that I usually build, but with Lucia it felt like an absolutely natural fit. The type of, to be blunt, the type of melee character that we developed Mia into, outside of Wildermyth, I don't think that I can think of another game like that. And absent the drive and the amount of joy it brings me to name and design these characters after members of chat, I don't know that I ever would have designed a melee combatant in a world of guns and rockets and grenades, but we did that with Mia, and it was great. She was one of our major damage dealers. And then we had Blobbly pick up that one perk, the overheat vehicle perk, that at the time I got it, I thought was going to be like, this'll never amount to anything, but I might as well get it now because we haven't faced any vehicles. Remember that conversation? We haven't even seen a vehicle in the game. I'm going to get this perk just in case it becomes useful later. And then we wound up using it multiple times. We had this conversation, I think, just last episode. Looking into the character tree, there's some options that are more helpful than others. Like the lockpicking, for example. I would consider the lockpicking an absolutely essential skill. I can't even imagine playing this game without having Azric open every single container we came across. But I don't know of anything in there that's not useful. I would, if they were here, like maybe Ronan is still here, I would love to know what you get out of the toasters. Like, what's in there? Is it like $1,000? Is it 500 pieces of ammo? Like, what do you get out of repairing the toasters? And maybe that's best left to a PM, because maybe people don't want that spoiled. I am extremely... Oh my goodness, Caroluna just raided over. Caroluna, we are at the end. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great time with Farming Sim, but we actually just finished the game. For everybody coming in, if you are... Hello to Innertooth, hello to Maxine, and Samalander also just came in. If you are interested in the ending that we got, it is a musical, which we just were talking about. At the end of the game, there's actually like Borlak had said, it's great. You can't beat some Western music is what he meant. And yeah, there's a pretty cool Western song that's played at the end. Western country song. Maybe he said country. Western country song at the end, which summed up what we had done in the game. And it hit on basically the main story beats that we had done. And the lyrics in the song accurately reflected the major decisions that we had made, which was awesome. Maxine has also been lurking here the whole time. Well, Maxine, thank you very much, and Caroluna, thank you so much for the raid. But I had actually pretty much just finished up my summation. I think I've said everything. I guess there's like just off the top of my head, I love the weapon impacts in this game. It's easy to do just like, oh, a couple bullet tracers go over. But the bullet impacts reliably felt extremely impactful. It was never not funny to me to see Mia slash at somebody with her sword and just see them like explode into a blood splatter, or like Azric would take a shot at somebody and knock off their head and both arms with a sniper bullet. Like, it was... I never got tired of the little combat animations. They did a great job with that stuff. I also really liked that every once in a while they would do a first-person conversation with a major story character. And that was so cool, because starting with the very first one, you just didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know, like... It felt like with the tone that they set from in the very first one, at the very beginning of the game, when like the character you were talking to had his head blown off in the middle of the conversation, once they did that at the very start, it felt like all bets were off in those little vignette scenes. So, yeah. I can say this as someone who never played the original Wasteland, has very, very limited experience with either the Fallout 1 or Fallout 2, the original Fallout games. Like, I tried each of them a little bit. They just didn't catch me. And I never played Wasteland 2. This is the only thing in that sort of like entire like range of games, like those two franchises from when they were like top-down games. And I really had a great time with this. I had heard before going in that this is a great jumping on point. It's... I'd heard that Wasteland 2, the reason that I haven't played it is that I heard that it could be very, very tedious at points. Like, very long, very challenging sections that are just a chore to get through. On Jumping the Shark, I think specifically they had talked about that. I may... at some point give Wasteland 2 Director's Cut a try, since we do have it, but no regrets on making this the first Wasteland game. I had a great time with this. Taking a look, Carolina says that's what I was gambling on, that we'd get the sum up. Okay, yeah, because, yeah, I have, let's see. Sometimes it's interesting and instructive to be like, what's the most negative thing about the game? The most negative thing that I'd have us to say about the game is, completely bafflingly, 1 out of every 5 times I would start it up, it would actually just like crash, and it wouldn't load the game, and I'd have to alt tab out to get it to load properly. That's a super minor thing. And then, like, I would say 2 or 3 times as we were playing, it would enter into this odd mode. And guys, this might be a toggle that you can turn on and off that I don't know how to do, but it would go into like automatically follow the mouse cursor mode, like I was holding down the move button, but only for one character, and I could not get it out of that except to exit to the main menu. Those are very, very minor bugs. I'm trying to think if there were any other... Oh! Before I forget, and like this is going to be something that if you haven't watched the playthrough, but maybe you're just hearing this part, here's the one thing. Here's actually, I take it all back. This is my biggest complaint about the game. The user interface for doing the crafting and the upgrades. Because it's so, like, I'm not a UI developer, but I look at what they've done here, and I have extremely specific advice on how they could make the UI in this game a lot better. And if for some reason, anybody who's working on Wasteland 4 ever hears this part of the video, all I'm saying is give us optional filters to show us mods for sniper rifles, mods for assault rifles, mods for scopes. Like show me all the scopes, show me all the undercarriages, show me all of the magazine upgrades. Let me select a box to say I only want to see mods that can be used on a sorry for the stuttering. Show me all of the mods that are for revolvers that are going to increase accuracy. That's what I want on that screen, because the interface as it is functional, but it's far from perfect. And if we probably could have knocked 2 hours cumulatively off of the gameplay if I had the opportunity, if there would have been an easier way to sort those mods. That's, show me all of the armor mods for helmets. But just the helmets, I only want to see helmet mods. If those options had been in here, that would have, been transformative for like how much I like that. And the interface is so good in so many other ways. Maybe one other thing, if you have like a medic character, let me go into the inventory screen, right click on a piece of medicine and say use on party member, and then select the party member so that I don't have to like put the suture kit into the quick item, then exit the interface, then use the suture kit on the person that's bleeding out. Little things like that. These are not major criticisms, but they are, I think, significant ways that the experience could be improved. On the whole, very, very positive. I always feel a little bit bad if I save the, like, here are things that I would want to be done differently or better for the end, because sometimes that can make it sound like it was a negative experience. No, this game was great. So just reading back through, Sam Linda says, oh, Angel plays Fallout 1 would be amazing. So I've played enough of Fallout 1 to feel like it's not for me. Among other things, if anybody doesn't know, my understanding of Fallout 1 is that it has a fairly tight time restriction, and I have almost like I don't know that I would enjoy trying to play that with the time limit that there is to get a good ending. Also, like, I don't feel like things like the interface have aged very well. The graphics are still fine. Like the graphics in Fallout 1, I remember them. They're fine. But the interface and that ever-present time limit, I think, would make for a very high-pressured playthrough. So Sam Lynn is saying there's a couple fan patches that make it less painful for like the interface and stuff, or you think you have Fallout 1? Filters in the menu just in general, you can search for clown, for example. Yeah, well, the clown thing is me just never being able to see the most prominent thing on screen. But yes, being able to have like a typable search list would be very helpful. Anno 1800, for example, I don't remember if that was always in there, but it's in there now. So if you need to find a particular thing, like Anno 1800, I think is a masterclass in UI design, because that game is so much more complicated than this one. And I don't say that as a positive or negative, it's just a whole different genre. It is so much more complicated, and yet the information is presented clearly and efficiently, and I feel like if you know what you're looking for, you can always find it easily. Zerder saying the time restriction is a non-issue unless you get Sam Melander level distracted. Okay, fair enough. It's one of those things that I know of and have not... I've played some Fallout 1, but not super far into it. That said, if I were to play another game of this genre, like, because it's not going to be the next game, I will let you guys in on what it would probably be. Probably Pillars of Eternity. I would love to do that game. It's a similar genre, another very heavy emphasis on story and character building and stuff, and I think that game would be super fun. So as opposed to something like Fallout, it would be something more along those lines. Although I will say that there's other like first-person RPGs that might jump the line. Sam Leonard saying, I've played through Fallout 1 a few times. The time limit is, you really have to actually try to hit the time limit. Okay, fair enough. And the fan patches comment was for Fallout 1. Caroluna hates time restrictions with a passion. Caroluna, I was about to say that, and then I realized that I absolutely adore the time restrictions in XCOM 2. And, like, they just work perfectly in that game because they are, in my view, manageable and addressable, and they ramp up the feeling of tension without making it feel oppressive. It's like, oh, I have to take action on this, but not like, oh man, there's no way for me to win. I've botched it and now I'm out of time. Oh, interesting. Carolina has 18 minutes in Pillars of Eternity. That is a tight time for a game that probably takes dozens of hours. And Carolina owns both 1 and 2. Well, that is everything that I think that I have to say about this game. That covered all the major points. I'm glad that I remembered to circle back and talk about the UI, because this is a, like when we're talking about the game systems that are so rewarding, the crafting in this game, the modding in this game, so rewarding. Oh, you know what? I thought of one more thing. I was very surprised that there's certain skill paths that just have no perks associated with them at all. And it's not like I can think of something specific that I'm like, man, this perk really should have been here. You know, like, it's not like I have a bevy of ideas, but when at the end of the armor modding perk, there's one that gives everyone in the party, like, we got this for blah blah blah, +8 armor on every character. For Mia, that's nice. For Lucia, that was life-saving. That was huge to have a +8 armor on her. That perk is so good, and you have to invest so heavily to get it, but at the end of that, you not only get that perk, but you also get all of the armor mods that you can now apply to your equipment, and that's awesome. It makes it feel like the stuff that you're using is something that you crafted, you built it, it's yours. It's not just stock off the shelf stuff. Like, that feels good, and the user interface gets in the way of leveraging that system as high as it should. And then, by the way, on the weapon crafting side, you have no perk at all. There's nothing. There's no perk. Just off the top of my head, if you're going to give +8 armor to every single party member, why not at the end of the weapon crafting perk +15% weapon damage? That's a powerful perk, but it's at the very end of a very long path to get there. You have to have so many skill points invested in to even reach level 10, and then you're investing a perk point into it. +10% weapon damage, +12% weapon, just anything. Because there's other perks that boost up the damage of your animal companions, so why not, if you're going to go to level 10 weapon crafting, why not something in there? And guys, maybe they had that, but they found that it was unbalancing in some reason, and that's fine. But it's very surprising to me that certain paths have, like, nothing for the perks, like literally nothing, or perks that are so specialized that they don't feel very useful relative to other ones that are hyper useful. So Marquack says, I'm going to listen again after the after game commentary. I had to go take care of this little goober. Oh, hold on. So on our way out, let's take a look at that. I want to look at Marquack's picture, but we're at the end. This is it. This is the end of Wasteland 3. And as always, this is the time that we have to talk about the journey, and then it'll be on to something else. What will the next big playthrough be? Or rather, what is now going to be coupled with Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I legitimately don't know. I have a couple ideas that I would very much like to go into. I will say this. it's going to be something shorter, because I believe as of the end of this playthrough is somewhere over 90 hours, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla is already over 100. So whatever we do next, and there's certainly some ideas in the path, it's going to be something that's going to be a little bit trimmer, and we'll probably have like some shorter playthroughs that are in here to mix up with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, since we still have, I think, a lot of road there. We're going to go find somebody fun to raid. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey of Wasteland 3. Big, huge thumbs up. Again, this was on sale just a couple weeks ago at this point for $13. It's an absolute steal at that price, and I highly recommend this for anybody that's interested in the genre. And on that thought, we're going to go find somebody fun to raid. Carol Luna, again, thank you to you and Borlak so much for the raids. And until next time, you guys, I hope you have a great night.